to discuss of recruiting. And so there was lots of great information, which we had 2 full pages, as you can see, of ideas and tips and things that individuals were doing with either themselves or with their teams that were working. So a lot of them, we got a lot of repeat stuff. So I just kind of took the ones that we heard the most, and that's what's kind of on our drawing board. So we'll do a quick review of this. So the first one is we talked about doing a recruiting activity at every show. And the one activity that we probably heard the most was the ticket or card game, which a lot of people are now doing the same philosophy using recipe cards, okay? So this is the person at the end of the show who won the game, and they are celebrating extremely happy because they want to mix and chop, because that's what they received, and we kind of talked about that in the groups. That's what they received as their free reward. The red dot is, I talked about in all of my shows, the individuals who asked the most questions during the recruiting game or the card game. I put mentally a red dot on their nose because those are the individuals I want to focus on the most, and how I identify them is the individuals who participated the most, that kind of dominated the game. So that's the purpose of the red dot. So that's kind of what this individual, red dot, mix and chop is the winner, and this is actually the card game. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, so that was the first one. The second one was, one of the ones that we heard a lot, is it talked about the paycheck, letting individuals know at the very end of the show. So I would say, Denise, thank you for hosting such an amazing show, and I just want to take a few minutes to let you know, if this would have been your party, if you would have been the consultant tonight, you would have made $246 for an hour and a half of work, okay? So a lot of individuals do that, which is very eye-opening because most people would not believe that they would have made that amount of money. So it's up to us as consultants to point that out. So that's the point in the paycheck that they basically could have had from their show. The other follow-up to that is, if there were 3 bookings from that night, of course you're going to tell Denise, you already have 3 friends who are ready to host shows. They're on my calendar, but guess what? Those will become your parties. So you will be off to an amazing start if you decide to go ahead and join my team. Okay? So that's what that party is. It was a lot of conversation about virtual look and learn opportunity events that everybody is doing with their teams. Many of you guys may already be doing that. Some people had not started that process. So we talked a little bit about, quite a bit about that actually. So this is just someone ready to join a look and learn opportunity event. They're sitting at the computer on Facebook, and this individual, her little flag says, I'm ready to learn. So she's ready to hear all about the business. If you are not doing that, I highly encourage you. I'm not a technology person. I'm just blessed to have Aaron Brown and Caleb Brown in my organization, and so they helped me rock that out. And so we have signed team members. We do it religiously every month, the 3rd Wednesday of every month, and we have never done one where we did not add at least 1 team member. So if you're not doing that, I highly encourage you to get on the bandwagon with that. Okay, so that is that one. The Wahoo is, Tennille mentioned, and I agreed, and lots of others, that it is so important for the follow-up. When you have possible recruits, some people are not going to just say, yes, I'm ready to join. They have to process it, and that process could be a month, it could be 2 months, it could be 2 years. So do we forget about those individuals? No, because timing has to be right for everybody. I said no for 7 months because I didn't have a clue. And so that's my only regret. I wish I would have said yes in the very beginning. But if the individual would have not continued to follow up with me, I probably would never be a part of the Pampered Chef family. So it's really important to keep some type of system, a file system, your drawing slips that you made notes on. That's what I use for myself. And I make some form of contact with that individual every month. And it does not have to be something complicated. You can send a text message. You can send the monthly, I just send the monthly signing promotion with a personalized note to that person. Hey, I saw that you're doing better. I'm so glad to see that your health is on the upside. I know timing wasn't right the last time we talked, but we have an amazing promotion this month, and I just wanted to see if this is a good time for you to get started. If she says no, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to send her the same thing all over again next month, maybe with some different words. But at some point, we get a yes. And so this person is all excited, and they're wahooing a yes because now that person has said yes after 8 months. Okay? So it's all in the follow-up. If you don't do that, then they're going to go to somebody else, possibly, or never join. So that's the point in this one. The Try Me show, I had not heard that. I think it was Laura that shared that. I thought it was amazing, and she shared the wonderful tip about just try me, you know. So someone's getting ready to have a show, just try this, let's just try it. You probably can explain it better than me, but basically she said just give it a try. This can be your kind of start party. They do that, you don't have anything to lose, and so, but they titled it kind of a try me party. It's a very simple, they don't make a big deal out of it, and they have lots of people that are joining just because they decided to give it a try. So I thought that, and she can maybe explain it later a lot better than I am, but I thought that was an amazing tip. So that's what the Try Me show was. Drawing slips, someone talked about that. On the drawing slip, a lot of people are personalizing those, and they put the question on there. If the host, Susie, was to join tonight, would you be willing to host a show for her? Would you book a party for her? So what that's going to show Susie, if you're going to be able to take those drawing slips and say, guess what, Connie? You have 4 friends who said if you decided to join tonight, they would host shows. Girl, you're going to be off to an amazing start. You're going to be rocking out some amazing commission and lots of free products or whatever you want to say. So that is, and I use the home office, but that's definitely something I will look at changing and doing my own, because I think that's a fabulous question to put on there. So